Hey everybody, welcome back. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Today is going to be your video for April 20th or 4-20. Please make sure that you take out a brand new sheet of paper and you're going to upload this to your Google Doc and show me that you guys participated and everything. So let me know if you're having issues with that. I know some people were having issues uploading their picture. If you guys just use it or just upload a picture as an attachment, that's totally fine. If you're going to insert it in your document, please try to make sure it's on page 1. Otherwise, when I see the first page blank, sometimes I think that it doesn't have a picture and then it's on the second or third page. So please make sure that if you insert it in the document, that you put it on page 1. It'll really help me out. All right, you guys, so today we're going to use this concept to introduce our next, we're going to use this problem to introduce our next concept. Kind of stumbled over my words there. So you won the lottery, congratulations. You're gonna be rich, right? But a lot of times when you're in the lottery, you get to choose. Are you gonna get paid out as a lump sum? Are you gonna take payments over a certain course of number of years? And the more knowledgeable you are about math will allow you to choose the correct option for you. Now, these are going to be kind of fake scenarios, but we're going to just see if we can kind of pick maybe the right one. So you're going to pause the video after I give these two options, and you're going to choose which one that you think will be the better deal. Option number 1, they're going to ring your doorbell. They're going to give you, or you're going to get $100,000 each day for 30 days. So at 8:30 a.m., ring your doorbell, give you $100,000 cash for 30 days in a row. Or option number 2, they're going to ring your doorbell, and they're going to give you a penny on day number 1. But they're going to double it each day. So the next day, they'll give you 2 cents. On the third day, they'll give you 4 cents, so on and so forth, for 30 days also. So right now, you're gonna pause the video and you're gonna make the decision. Do you wanna get $100,000 each day for 30 days? Or do you wanna get 1 penny on the first day, and then they'll keep doubling it the days after that for 30 days. So again, pause and pick which option you want to get. All right, you guys should unpause after you pick your option, and we're going to see which one would be the better option for you. Now, both of these are actually sequences because they're a pattern of numbers. This just happens to be a constant sequence. So it's like your first term, then your second term, then your third term, and go all the way to your 28th, 29th, and 30th term. Now label these A sub 1, A sub 2, A sub 3, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, so on and so forth, A sub 28, A sub 29, and A sub 30. Well, this is just a constant number. It's 100,000 that day, it's 100,000 that day, 100,000 that day, so on and so forth for the entire month or 30 days. Since it's a constant, it'd be pretty easy to add up all those numbers and figure out how much money you're going to make total. Because if you keep adding the same number, all that is multiplication, right? So it'd be 100,000 times the 30 days that you get it, and you would get a total of $3 million. So if you chose that option, you're pretty wealthy, right? I mean, I don't have $3 million. I'd like to. Maybe you'd kick me back a little bit, right, for being a good math teacher to you. But you're going to have a lot of money. Now, again, the IRS is going to take some of that, but that's your lump sum, or not your lump sum, but that's your gross amount, right? So, all right, pre-tax. Now, this one, you're like, well, obviously, I'd rather have $3 million because a penny. Well, you got to remember, though, it's a sequence. So we have A sub 1, or the first day, then the second day, then the third day, then ... all the way to the 28th day, the 29th day, and the 30th day. Well, we have a penny times 2 cents times 2, 4 cents. And I know on that third day, if you and your friend both won the lottery, they chose option 1, you chose option 2, you might be a little sad right now. They went out and they bought like, I don't know, after the second day they had 200,000, they bought a used Lamborghini because it's underneath 200,000, but they bought a used Lamborghini. They maybe even already planned a trip. They get another $100,000. They're loving life. And you might be thinking, this is horrible. I only have 7 pennies to my name. But remember, patience is a virtue. Let's see what happens. So I don't want to go through and just keep doing this, but I'll notice that when I times by 2, times by 2, times by 2, times by 2, when you repeat multiplication, that's a power or an exponent. But this is only times 1, 2. This is times 2 2s, and then times 3 2s. So you're always kind of 1, 2 behind. So I'm going to go skip all the way to the 30th day. So on the 30th day, you would have multiplied by 2 29 times, because it'd be a times a 2, 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 times a 2. There'd be 29 2s. So what I have to type in my calculator here is, well, I start with the 1 penny, so I have 1 cent in my calculator, and then I times it by 29 2s, or 2 to the 29th power. When I do that, I have to look back at my notes, sorry, because I don't just know that math off the top of my head. I have, for my 30th term, is $5,368,709.12. So now you might be thinking, oh, I should have chose option 2 because I'd have a lot more money. That's not even your total. That is just the amount of money for the 30th day. You still got money on all these other days. So if I, instead of multiply by 2 to get to the next term, I could divide by 2 here, and I won't do all the math, but it's 2,064,354.56, or 56 cents. I lied, I didn't do all the math. When I divide by 2 here, I get 1,342,177.28. Now, you still get money on the 27th day, the 26th day, so on and so forth, but if I just take the total for those 3 days, I would get $9,395,240.96. So if you chose option 1, okay, you fall into the concept of, I guess, wants that just are like immediate, right? So you're immediately happy. But in the long run, you lost out on a whole bunch of money. All right, so this one does show that patience is a virtue, and hopefully it's kind of an interesting little problem for you. But this is what we're going to be talking about in the week to come, is when you multiply by the same number each time. It's going to have a special name. We're going to learn about the formula and everything about it. But again, hopefully that was interesting to you. It's your boy, Mr. P, and here is the great thing about today. If you write this down, you put it in your Google Doc, try to add maybe a comment on, yeah, I chose option 1, I was wrong, or no, I did choose option 2. Or tell me if you thought it was interesting, anything about it in the Google Doc, along with your picture of your work, and there is no homework other than that. So copy this down, upload it to the Google Doc, and have a great day. It's your boy, Mr. P. See ya.